Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all? I hope you all will be fine. So today students we are going to start future continuous tense. As previously we have discussed present continuous tense and past continuous tense. And if you haven't seen that video, you can go to my page and you can check out that video to understand this tense. So when should we use the sentences of future continuous tense? We will learn in this video that how to use future continuous tense and where to use it, and how to make positive, negative, interrogative sentences of future continuous tense, and obviously what is the structure of making all these sentences. So let's read this. Future continuous tense is used to show an action that will be in progress at a particular moment in the future. For example, Australia and India will be playing cricket match at 4 p.m. tomorrow. This is very important to keep in mind that it indicates an action that will happen, that will be in progress, and that will be going on in future. Okay. 4 p.m. tomorrow is a particular moment when the action of playing cricket will be going on, it will be in progress. The match will start at 2 p.m. tomorrow. The note is written here at the bottom of your page. The match will be started at 2 p.m. tomorrow. It is a common sense that cricket match is something that is not going to get over within 2 or 1 hours. If the match starts at 2 p.m. tomorrow, then definitely at 4 p.m. tomorrow, the activity of playing cricket match will be in progress. It will be going on. So you can make this sentence that Australia and India will be playing cricket match at 4 p.m. tomorrow. It is highlighting the action that will be in progress in future. Okay. Now let's see how to make positive sentences: positive, assertive, declarative. All these three names are synonymously used with positive sentence. So first of all, you have to see what type of your subject is. If it is I and we, if your subject is I and we, I is singular, we is plural, so then you are supposed to use shall be. Shall be is your auxiliary verb or your helping verb. You can say both are the names used for helping verb. Then after, you will use first form of verb plus ing plus your object, because first form of verb plus ing is an indication of continuous tense, because in previous sentences, in past as well as in present, we use the same structure: first form of verb plus ing plus object. But the helping verb was changed. After subject, the helping verb was is, are, am in present sentence, was, were in future sentence, in past sentence, and in future you are supposed to use will be and shall be. And with I and we are supposed to use shall be. But in modern grammar, with all the subjects, we are supposed to use will be. But as a student of Pakistan, we are supposed to use will be with he, she, it, you, they, Ellen, and I and we with I and we are using shall be. So let's quickly make some sentences out of this. I shall be writing my paper. We shall be eating lunch. Okay, these things are indicating the action that will happen in future. By the same way, similarly, you can make other sentences by using your subject he, she, it, you, they, Alan. But this time, you are what the change occur. The changes of helping verb will be. You are not going shall be with he, she, it, they, you. And if there is a name of person, here I use Alan and Mary. You can use any name, any noun to make sentence. Okay. So let's make some sentences. He will be helping the poor. She will be washing the cloth. It will be raining. You will be going to visit your grandparents. They will be studying hard. Okay, all of these sentences are in future. Now let's see how to make negative sentences. What you need to do is you are going to put not after your shall or will. It is so simple, just the other structure will remain the same. There is no changing in the structure, but what you are going to do is you are going to put not after shall and before be. So most of the student add not after shall be not. No, this becomes incorrect. You are supposed to use not after shall or after will and before be. Okay, so let's make some sentences. I shall not be wasting my time. We shall not be sleeping. Okay, he will not be playing games, she will not be writing letter, it will not be raining, you will not be obeying your parents, they will not be taking exercise. All of these sentences are in negative form and they belongs to future continuous tense. And now how to make interrogative sentences. Now this time what you are going to do, you are going to put your shall and will, which is your helping verb, at the beginning of the sentence, and after there will be your subject, and then there is be plus first form of verb plus ing plus object. And the same case is with shall. Shall it be playing, shall it be raining tomorrow, will he be playing cricket, will she be making tea, will you be visiting me. Such type of sentences, they belong to interrogative sentences because they are questioning. Shall I be helping you, shall we be visiting you? So the structure is so simple. What you did, you just put your helping verb shall and place it at the beginning of your sentence. So now you have seen that how to make positive, negative and interrogative sentences. Let's see some more example that will clear all these ideas. What will the eagle be doing with the fish after some time? Here is a question that after picking the fish, what will eagle do with that fish? There are two possible answers, or you can say examples are here. First one is the eagle will be flying after catching a fish. Will be flying is indicating the action of future. Okay, and the second example is it will be eating the fish after some time. So you see that after it we are using will, as we supposed to use will after other subjects and shall with ing. Okay, and the red portion will be flying, will be eating, it is indicating the action of future. It is telling us that it is the part of future continuous tense. Now see, what will the teacher be doing after 10 minutes? Here is a question again, that after 10 minutes, what will the teacher doing in futures 10 minutes? So the answer can be the teacher will be teaching the next topic after 10 minutes. There is a possibility the teacher may start teaching the next topic. And the second example is she will not be giving punishment. First example is of positive sentence and second one example is of negative, because we have used we have used not after will. She will not be giving punishment. Here with she will we have used contraction, she'll not. Okay, you can also write it separately, she will. Now it's your task to make 5 sentences of each category, positive, negative and interrogative, and write down on your pages or on your registers, on your copies, whatever you have. And I hope with this with practice you can overcome all the mistakes and you will have a grip on this. If you like, then subscribe the channel and let me know your feedback through comments. If there are any queries and you have any problem, you can ask. Your questions are welcome and your suggestions are also welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Keep learning. Allah Hafiz.